Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Another day, another car project. So today we are going to work on the 4Runner. We are going to install a gang switch. And so lately I've made a lot of mods on the 4Runner. We installed a roof rack. We've got a shovel holder. We have got rotopacks, gas and water tanks. We got the locks too, the ladder, the printer rack. And this time we are installing a gang switch. The gang switch actually came out of my Subaru STI that I happened to sell a few months back, but I kept the gang switch and all the wires. So today we are going to mount the same on the 4Runner with help of some additional accessories that makes the mounting a lot easier. So without any delay, let's get into it. So here's the gang switch that I took out of my STI, and this is the piece that I was waiting for to install that makes the mounting of the Auxbeam gang switch a lot easier. I haven't even opened the package, so let's just go ahead and open it. Alright, let's open the package. So here are some instructions, and this is from the company called Overland Equipped. Here's a bunch of instructions that I'll go through now. It seems pretty straightforward. There's nothing special about it. There's some mounting hardware here, and here's the actual plate. Let me take it apart. Okay, so here it is. It's quite well polished and machined and very nice. No rough edges, super nice. It feels like brushed aluminum and super light, but yet very strong enough to keep the Auxbeam stuff on it. So I think we can mount this box somewhere here. I don't know where, which holes will align. Okay, we're gonna figure it out. Okay, so first thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a placement check of this thing, and after that we'll look for a good look for matching holes to mount it. Alright, so this is where the plate comes. These two holes that you see here, they align with these two holes. They have thread inside, so you can just mount the bolts they gave. And there are two more holes here that also have thread, and you can actually put another two bolts here, and this plate is mounted. So I'm gonna get the stuff and just mount it and then show you how it looks. Alright, the plate is mounted. So these two bolts are tightened, and the two bolts at the bottom are also tightened, and it's super easy. It's easy fit, you don't have to fight it. It just works. I will just have to make additional holes to mount the circuit breaker here. Sorry, the gang switch. And here's the circuit breaker. So I think one of the holes align with it, so I can use that. And another hole I will have to make. So I'm planning on, will this reach here? Oops, nope. It's a little bit too short. I think that was the feedback I gave in my STI video, like this red wire should have been slightly longer. It is quite short. Okay, we are done with installing the circuit breaker and the fuses, the fuse box. So I had to make a hole here and another one here, and this hole already came with the panel, but I had to make it bigger so that I can put a right size of screw or bolt through it. So I had to redo these two holes and these two. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is connect the red wire from positive to here, and this another red wire from here to here, and the black from here will either go here on the negative of the battery or on the ground, which is here, this ground terminal. So I'm going to connect it to the ground instead of connecting it here, and that should complete connecting with the battery. Alright people, so here the installation is complete. As you can see, this red, the longer wire from Auxbeam, it's routed through here, it's connected here. The circuit is open right now, and this one, the shorter wire from Auxbeam that is red in color, goes inside this box. Let me open it up and show you right there. And here's the negative terminal that's coming from here, and it's connected here to ground. It's routed under from here, so it looks a little bit cleaner. All right, so that's where we are. Next we need to connect this by tapping to a fuse that has power when the ignition is turned on, and this is for the actual switch that will be mounted in the dashboard. So we'll do those things next, and we should be good to go. All right, so next we're going to install this harness here that actually powers up the fuse box relay, and the whole circuit comes alive when ignition turns on. So before that, let me quickly show you something. So these are the 4 Raptor lights I have, okay, and that wiring harness is this one, okay. It's going through here, and all the way, and that's the, you can see that's the firewall gourmet through which it's going into the fuse box under the dash on the driver's side, and that is this is what it's tapping onto a particular fuse that turns on when ignition comes up. So all I'm going to do is cut this here somewhere, or maybe in a slide, maybe somewhere here, okay, and take the red wire from here coming out of the firewall, connect that red wire to this red wire that will power this up, and the other half of the wire that's connected to the lights here, which is this one, it is going to go, I'm going to connect them into 2 5-ampere switches here. Not 2, I mean 1. That should turn on all the 4 Raptor lights when it works. So basically, instead of directly connecting to the fuse that turns on during ignition, we are now putting this circuit breaker in between, and everything is going through it. All right, let's do that. All right people, we're done wiring. This is wired, it's going under here, and from there under, it's going from here, the red wire, through the firewall gourmet. It's connecting to the fuse box under the driver side. It's tapping onto a fuse with a 5-ampere fuse in it, and this one is also connected. It's coming out from here. I'm just gonna tuck this extra cable under the steering wheel, and here it is. We just did a test, and I can show it to you again. You can see the lights are coming on. First thing you're gonna wire is the grill lights, the Raptor lights I have. It's not connected yet, but once connected, it should work. Right. So this is the cable, the wire for the Raptor lights. So all the 4 lights are merged into this single line somewhere here, and I'm going to just bring it up under here. It'll come out from here and go into this last switch of 5 amperes. All right, see you in a bit. All right people, moment of truth. These 2 wires are connected, negative and positive, in the 5-ampere switch, and the lights are off. Let's turn the ignition on. Okay, I have power here. The lights are off. Let's turn on the grill lights. It's on. And boom. this concludes our project for today. And the reason why I think this project was important is, like, if you already are running the Raptor lights and you're already tapping onto a fuse, you can just install the rest of the system and just take the positive wire from where you're tapping a fuse that turns on during ignition on and connect it here, and the whole job is done. All right, it's a wrap for today.